Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to LA Noire, yo. I haven't done commentary in a long time, so I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna do commentary for this case. Why not? I feel like I should because it brings up my personality. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk not much into this, y'all. LA Noire, the studio secretary murder. Let's get it. The studio secretary murder.
We will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your head, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hucked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Oh, man.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
If you ever played this, like back in the day, Rusty was the man, yo. Like, he had like no chill whatsoever.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
This one we go to the pawn. Oh, the rail. Okay. I think we go to this. Yeah, we go to that second. So we go to the rail yard. Okay. All right, let's go.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundskeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's
sake.
sake.
That's true.
And he always maintained he was set up.
That's true in a lot of these cases. People do be lying about a lot of things. And that's how you get caught.
You boys ready? Follow me.
Yo, Rusty breaks. Look. This man breaks so many times, yo. Okay. Rail yard. 1021. Oh my lord, have mercy. Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Alright.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shunting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
That was something.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age. Lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any
Damn.
idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Let's get it. My God, bro. She was beaten to death, bro.
The smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell,
Her
but
eye
I
is
would
gone.
assume that she was
That's it. Her
inebriated.
eye is completely gone, yo. Anything else? No ring. No ring or anything like that. Hold on. Wait. There it is.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
It's
Can you
nuts,
be
man.
more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Check the bag. Dear Evelyn, I hope that this love finds you in a better way than when we last paint. Bitten wands were exchanged. You had taken too much time, too much liquor, and then we both know that what that makes you become. But I am now waiting to heinous and accuse. I am waiting to apologize.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
I was heartbroken to see what had become of my little girl and what she is doing to herself. She disgusted your body and your soul with liquor and Evelyn, and it is me to watch than you can imagine. But only God Almighty above us has the night to judge. So I beg upon forgiveness. I've been in contact with There's something. What's that? The Keystone
We could
Film
go over to the
Company.
lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Mensch's Bar Corner, 9th and Main. Okay.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Well, let's check the phone.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
We need to follow up this lead from the pawnbroker, Phelps.
Let's go talk to this man right here.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
Let's talk to him.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Interference with evidence. Let's go.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
I'll give you that.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
Alright. Discovery of victim... I can't even speak today. God damn. Discovery of victim's body. Let's go.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
You hesitated, bro. You lying to me. You hesitated.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury?
My man blinked
What
twice.
gives?
I saw that. He blinked twice.
I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
If you want a full report, you have to let me work.
Okay, let's go to the... Oh, I was like, where the fuck is the car at? I was like, oh, there it is.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed? Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food.
Yeah.
Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. Do you think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
He has a good point. He has a good point. So we got this case, and then the Court of Moon's murders, and then we go to Vice. So let's go to the pawnbroker.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Check both rings.
What's this mark here?
What is that?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
What's the other one? Let's see. Same marking, right?
Does this mark mean anything?
No.
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
22 karat. Oh, that's a 22 karat gold ring. Okay.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner. Advice?
I say we try the liquor store next. I could get a short dog for the car.
The liquor
drive.
store.
And where exactly are we going?
The liquor store is next. Let's go.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
Oh yeah, heard
The address
that?
is
Ooh.
bogus. Purpose having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one.
Yeah, supposedly a lot of these cases link later.
We're gonna have to rely on this
Supposedly,
guy
it's
tripping
crazy.
up on his own band.
There are a lot of these cases link up later, like it's crazy. Levine's liquor store.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. Well, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around. She wasn't always such a loner.
Two pictures I found.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle.
Aristotle,
Evelyn
the
wasn't
metaphysics.
stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Wait a minute.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
It's a big name though. Grosvenor McCaffrey. Anything else here?
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years
Keystone
ago,
Films.
she worked in legal copyrights for music.
It's a good job too. There we go.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
There we go. Let's go talk to this man, shall we? Contact with the victim. Let's go. See what you got, my man.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present.
You gotta watch their
She said they had been fighting and she had to
the
make
way
it
they
up.
talk. That's how you can tell like they're lying and that. So, relationship with the victim.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
I'll give you that. He's talking truth. I'll give him that.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Knowledge of McCaffrey. Okay, let's go.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
Oh, you see that? He blinked more than once and he looked down. You know more you could chew, my boy.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
I'm at a loss.
I say we check out Mench's place. By the smell, this broad spent a good chunk of time hopping bars.
So Mench's bar is next.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
So now we're going to an actual bar.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
It's messed up, you know? It's real messed up. It's sad when someone kills somebody and they didn't do nothing wrong. And they don't hurt nobody. It's sad.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Any ideas?
If this Summers lady was always bugging people for drinks, someone's gonna remember her, Phelps. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say
I
that
don't like
I knew
this
her.
man.
It was more like I was aware of her.
The look on his face, I don't like it. Alright. Girl McCaffrey, known associate of the murder victim Evelyn Summers. She's 38, blue eyes, black hair. Okay. First question, criminal history. Let's get it.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Why you lying, bro? Why you lying to me? Come on now.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Relationship with the victim.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
Cuz, you lying again. Come on now.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
You sure about that? What about the book you left in the that you gave her?
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey. Help me out.
Next stop has got to be the bowling alley.
Bowling alley? Alright, alrighties.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Go play some bowling, boys.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in. Car 11K, KGPO.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly, return to Central, code 2.
11 King, in or out? Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Wait, actually, let's go to the bowling alley first. Let's go to the bowling alley first. We'll come back to this.
Galloway, I need you.
Yeah, as soon as I'm finished.
Bro.
Double time, Rusty. Too slow, Rusty.
Bro. Screw it. Lord have mercy.
Galloway, I need you.
You want me to? Okay. Oh, let's go.
Too slow, Rusty.
Bro. I swear to God, my life.
Galloway, I need you.
Keep your shirt on. I'm coming.
Over here, Rusty.
I'm busy here, Phelps.
You know what?
You know the way. You can drive.
God damn. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind. Because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him. Tiernan! LAPD!
Uh-oh. Hey. Danny, you don't want to do this.
There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Hit him, Cole! Spin him out! Phelps, you gotta get me closer! Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Got him. Let's go. Get your ass out of the goddamn car.
Hands behind your head!
Got him.
So what next?
You heard the call. Skipper doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'll drive this one. Locations, Central Police. Let's go.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Baby, come on. Okay, I'm just I can always come back to do like the side mission and stuff.
Straight ahead.
The next right over here. go.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Downstairs.
I'm praying that those
Head
prints come
downstairs.
through so I can nail that stuff.
I understand you. Thousands would.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes, the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, fellas. You're married, yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Okay.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
And I thought this was such a nice area.
Trace out of okay, gotcha. Let's get it.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
Alright.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Let's go to this man's apartment. Let's go.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
That's funny. Okay. See, Rusty got no chill at all. He don't. He will put you on the spot eventually. Like, come on now. McCaffrey's apartment, 4:30. Apartment 6.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
One, two, three, 4. So that should be upstairs. So we gotta find.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Is that it? Oh wait, there's more, huh? Oh, it is the other half of that note.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene. Circumstantial.
I think that's it. Nothing else here I could find, right? Nope. Making sure. Let's head upstairs.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Let's go chase this man down.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
Wait, what the hell is it? Oh, you went down here, okay. We'll get the son of a bitch. Let's cut him off. Let's cut him off.
Be careful! He looks dangerous!
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
Caffrey, where you going?
Give it up,
Come
LAPD!
here, boy. Gotcha.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson
Let's do it.
done it, do you? Whoever did it. It was that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Celebrate, celebrate, celebration. Da-da-da-da. Let's wrap this up, boys.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want the confession from one of them. Don't fail me now, fellas.
So let's do Tiernan first.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Alright. Relationship with the victim. Let's get it.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
You lying, man. Why'd you do this shit? Why'd you look back and forth like that? And you look down too, so you're lying to me.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
Because McCaffrey gave you up, bro.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says
Come
he saw
on now.
you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Victim's book found. Let's go.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
Oh, I was right.
Kathy
I
saw her
was
looking at it
I
once.
was metaphysics.
Laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
See, you look down again. Why are you lying to me? You look down again and you did the old googly eyes. Like, come on now.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute. But, you know, I'm not so sure.
Alibi for James Tiernan. Okay, let's go.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Oh, you're lying to me again. Why? He's looking away again. Look at this. Did you forget the purchase? Did you forget
You're
about
lying,
that?
Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
Come on, you're lying to me, bro. The liquor purchases. Come on now.
she left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of
Come
whiskey to
on
make
now.
it
Don't
up
lie
to
to me,
you.
cuz.
She told the liquor store
Come on,
owner.
bro.
You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. She would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. Kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Access to the murder weapon. Last question.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
But you work there, so you know a lot of the tools. You lied to me again. Come on now.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Let's talk to the other guy.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at our old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Let's go interview McCaffrey. He's in
took a swipe at
2,
me.
right?
Put him down with my sound.
Yeah, he's in 2. Okay. Making sure he's in 2. Okay. I get confused with the
You ready
director.
to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Okay. Alibi for McCaffrey. These questions keep piling up, doesn't it? Alright, let's get it.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing.
Oh,
I'm working on a
man.
manuscript.
Stop lying, bro. You lying to me. Did you forget about the torn letter, my guy? Come on now.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
The torn letter, bro. Did you forget about that?
How about half of Augusta Summers' last
You
correspondence?
forgot about
with her
that, didn't
daughter?
you? Come on now.
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know. If I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your
This man
powers
is so
of
full of
deduction on
shit. He really is. You can tell this man's full of shit. Let's go. Access to the tire. You know, this should be good.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
You're lying, bro. Tiernan gave you up, bro.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Tiernan gave you up, bro. Did you forget about that? He gave you up.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
You're not okay. I got no tuition point. Nice.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down on my.
Alright. Let's go to the phone. Let's see what we got.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on
Oh, he was in the army.
Says he almost beat
Okay.
the woman to death.
Thanks.
So he has a criminal record. So let's go back to Tiernan. Let's go back to him.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go. It's all been cleared up.
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
Last question. Events prior to murder.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
Saw that swallow in his throat. He's doing a little googly ass shit. He's lying.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that
My man,
hotel
you
room?
know what I'm talking about. McCaffrey testified. He gave you up, bro.
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning. And he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box. And he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn. And that it was all over the radio. And that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. Was it me?
Let's go back to McCaffrey.
Wait here.
Let's go back to McCaffrey and ask him one last question. This police station confused me because interview one's backed out with
Those Vice boys get
military services. Last question.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
So you lying, bro. You lying. Did you forget you got a criminal background as well?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
You have a criminal record, bro.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Oh, man. Bye-bye.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now,
I already
want
knew
you
it
to
was
put this
him
business
from
about a
the,
repeat
from the
offender
start,
out
because
of
the way he talked
This
and the way he looked
McCaffrey
at
creature
you.
shows no remorse. And neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in a prison graveyard.
Whew. How you feel, bitch? For being a... Come on, now. Come on, now. How do you feel, bro? Should be disgusted. Come on, man. Go McCaffrey can write a tell-all memoir from all his cell on death row. Woo, my God, yo. Clues found, 17 out of 17. Questions corrected, 15 out of 15. Look at that. Went perfect, yo. No injuries. Vehicle down for... Come on, I barely drove the car. Well, yeah. City damage, $95. Ooh. Okay. Oh, another flashback.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Then we rally with the first, then try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and Enfilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions.
Oh,
we only have
shit.
minutes.
I'm in charge here,
Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the...
Oh, snap.
I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Supposedly all the flashbacks link up later. And that's the last one we're gonna do. Right there. Oh man, I hope everyone enjoyed that case, yo. I hope everyone enjoyed that. That was dark. That was real deep. Real deep. We're almost done with the homicide, yo. Now we got the Quarter Moons next. The Quarter Moons murders next. We're gonna be up at Vice next. So hope everyone enjoyed that. Hope everyone has a nice weekend. Stay safe. Stay clean. I'll see y'all next time. Leave a like on this video. Remember, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Go Birds!